What's up, everybody? My name is Vincent. Welcome to Cryptolution, where we talk about everything under the moon in the crypto universe. Today is Tuesday, March 15th, and we're going to be talking about why Ethereum may be doing very well this year. We're going to be discussing new news that has been coming out around Vitalik Buterin, the merge between the Beacon chain, and possibly a triple halving event, and what that could do to the price. Now, as the icon of this video suggests, you only need 3 Ethereum if you're looking to retire. Now, I want to emphasize what that means. But before we begin, if you like what you're about to hear, please smash up that like button, subscribe to the channel, don't forget to join our Patreon page, and be sure to avoid any of those scammers down in the comments below. I will never reach out via WhatsApp, Telegram, direct messaging, or email, so please be careful and invest safely. So I want to zoom out real quick because right now the price of Ethereum is at 2,600. And as we know, that is a great dollar cost averaging and buy-in opportunity. I think Ethereum, since it's one of the main dogs that's been around since Bitcoin has been around, is definitely a really safe asset. Now, in terms of the price action, you may be wondering, is this a good investment? It's so volatile. I'm afraid that it's going to drop even more. That's okay. Well, let me go ahead and zoom out. There are a couple slides I want to share with you. Now, Crypto shared this one insighted perspective, which was 2 years ago. Ethereum was at $88. So if you compare the price of $88 to $2,600 as of right now, is that really a loss? Absolutely not. And this is what happens with cryptocurrency, is that people don't realize that cryptocurrency in the long term is going to do really well, especially the more blue chip projects such as Ethereum, Bitcoin. We also have Solana, Avalanche, Terra Luna. I mean, these blue chips have a higher market cap, which means that they are more safer assets to invest in. Any market cap with 500 million or less is considered a lower cap and not a blue chip because it's a riskier asset. Another slide I want to share with you is this other one, which is if you compare what Ethereum was like back in March 13th of 2020, which was just not too long ago, it was at $130. But when you look at the price as of March 13th, it's at $2,500. So imagine what Ethereum is going to be like 2 years from now. But not only that, imagine it in the year 2030. Yeah, that's exactly my point. The price is obviously going to go up. The thing is, can you handle the volatility? And people, celebrities, such as, say, for instance, Elon Musk, has not sold any of his Bitcoin, Ethereum, or Dogecoin, but specifically Ethereum. Now, obviously, he's going to invest in Bitcoin because it's the king of crypto. He's going to obviously invest in Dogecoin because he obviously has history with Dogecoin. But why Ethereum? Well, it's because it has a huge network effect and is also considered a second store of value, aka it's the silver of cryptocurrency, while Bitcoin is the gold. Who else is really invested in it? Kevin O'Leary. Kevin O'Leary used to start with no cryptocurrency investments. Then he started from 1%, 5%, 10%, now 20%. Now he has 20% allocated in cryptocurrency. And right now he's meeting up with regulators in the US, Congress, and trying to have some more clarity around the bills, around the wording, and around the regulation around cryptocurrency being adopted in the United States. And obviously, he is definitely invested in Ethereum and also Solana as well, Bitcoin and a few other coins, but he considers these things to be software. And if he invests in projects or in things that is considered software in his point of view, then that's really bullish because these type of institutional investors are going to think that way. They're not going to think of it as a store of value. They're not going to think of it as a to the moon cryptocurrency or a meme coin. This is how they think, and this is how smart money works. Now, further down, if you were to invest $100 in any of these coins, say Bitcoin, Ethereum, or Dogecoin, well, we're going to compare those different prices down below. Okay, so if you look here, what would happen if you had invested $100 over time? And what would that $100 do if you were to invest in Ethereum, say, for instance? So let's just look at the first example. So if you invested $100 on January 20th, and then you put it at an enter price of around $1,400, which is the current value of Ethereum at that time, my gosh, we'll never see that price again. Look at the current price, right? March 12th, which was just recently, at $2,500. If you invested $100 in that time, guess what? You would have made $184 in profit, or at least $84 in profit. And that just goes to show you that this is going to be a lot stronger than holding it in US dollars or fiat currency because the value is growing over time. And if you just leave fiat in the bank, it's only going to dwindle, as we know the US dollar is going to be worthless, hopefully, in the next, 10 years or so. And when I say hopefully, is because we want to make sure that the US dollar does have strength, but at the same time, we want to allocate those funds into a more safer asset, which is the cryptocurrency blockchain world. It's easy to trace, it's easily transparent. Now recently, Bored Ape Yacht Club, which is an NFT collection, has just recently acquired the IP of CryptoPunks. Now this is really huge because obviously Bored Ape Yacht Clubs being one of the top dominant NFT collections built on the Ethereum network and sold on OpenSea, that just goes to show you that there's more traction happening within that ecosystem. Now if we look at the total volume locked, obviously Ethereum is going to have the largest portion. It is dwindling down, but only because simply there is a bear trend at the current moment, but people are still stacking. But that just goes to show you the whole overall network effect. Even beating all these other competitors such as Terra Luna, Binance Smart Chain, Avalanche, Solana, Phantom, I mean the list goes on and on. But people are staking their money in Ethereum. Now there is the EIP 1559, if you guys aren't familiar, that is the burning mechanism of burning tokens. So whenever ETH is used for transactions, ETH is created. But at the same time, EIP 1559 has created a way to burn those tokens. So if you simply look over here, recently we haven't seen any negativity or in the deflationary period. What do I mean by that? These yellow lines right here, this is deflationary. So lately we haven't seen the volume of ETH get into the deflationary mode. But when the merge happens and the beacon chain happens, you're going to see a huge event happen within Ethereum, and the price action is going to be shocking. EIP 1559 is just supposed to support and assist in reducing the transaction cost because, as we know, gas fees are very expensive. So this will soon be in the negative, I do predict. But again, this is not financial advice. This is just my own financial opinion. So what evidence do I have to back this up? There are a few articles I want to share with you. The much anticipated Ethereum merge with the beacon chain might occur in, and you might wonder where and when. Well, one of the world's biggest blockchain, Ethereum, is testing a new way to improve transactions. It will be merging with the existing Ethereum mainnet with a beacon chain of the Ethereum 2.0 system. It is scheduled for launch in the second quarter of 2022. However, an exact date has not been disclosed. ETH2 is now called the consensus layer. If you're not aware, ETH 2.0 is trying to change its name into something else, which is the consensus layer. Now, Ethereum researcher and implementation organizer Danny Ryan said this: "It's actually very close. I think the difficulty bomb is going to be impeccably timed. The difficulty bomb is set to go off to begin to be felt sometime in June, sometime in July." That's giving you a range of what's developing there. And obviously there are a lot of people believing in ETH 2.0, aka the consensus layer, that so much so they're actually staking 10 million worth of ETH, which is worth 26 billion US dollars. So 26 billion US dollars are staked into ETH 2.0, which means people who do stake in ETH 2.0 can actually withdraw that money. But they do get rewards out of it, they do get interest out of it. So they actually believe that this is actually going to happen. And not only that, they've been waiting about a couple years for this to happen. But there's also other news. Recently, ETH 2.0 shifts to proof of stake in just months from the launch. And you may think, well, this is just another article, speculation. But if you didn't know, ETH Denver just happened recently. And Vitalik Buterin, who is the CEO, was just there. And he confirmed Ethereum will move to proof of work to proof of stake this summer. Think about that. This summer. He verbally said that. Now, the ETH 2.0 merge upgrade promises to cut transaction speeds, also increase coins burned, and improve congestion. That should, in turn, limit supply and lift activity, giving analysts reasons to feel bullish in the long term. Further down, it says, after 7 years of R&D, Proof of Stake is finally working on Ethereum's testnet and looking like it's months away from final launch. The network's co-founder Vitalik Buterin said at ETH Denver last month. But the merge will drop the issuance of ETH by 2 ETH per block. Added to the burn should put decent downward pressure on supply. And as we know, supply and demand is huge. The less that there is supply, the more demand for it, and that increases the price. Number of transactions is highly correlated to gas prices. If we expect gas prices to fall, we can expect to see a pump in smaller size transactions, increasing network utility and driving higher prices. Now, that is huge because if people can use Ethereum and anything with NFTs on OpenSea or any transactions built on Ethereum, and those gas fees are gone, or at least very minimal, almost into their pennies, or even less than like $2, they're going to see major volume of transactions and usage with Ethereum, and that's going to burn a lot of different tokens, setting the price higher. So what could the price of each Ethereum go to? Well, this person predicts if that happens, a triple halving event will happen, and that would send each Ethereum to reach $150,000 each. Now, this is hopium, just know that, in my opinion. Could we reach 150,000 in a triple halving event if we were to merge into the beacon chain or switched over to the proof of stake, aka consensus layer, ETH 2.0? Possibly, but don't think that this is too crazy. Again, these are crazy predictions that these people have, but imagine if you had 3 Ethereum with $150,000 each. You do the math and you know exactly how great that is for you. So could you retire on that? Absolutely. I mean, you can always get more. Again, it depends on where you live. So keep in mind, is it worth getting Ethereum right now at this price? Now, if you look at the price right now, it's at 2,600. And I think that's definitely worth the cause. Now, you must do your own due diligence and do your own research to see if this is a better investment for you. Because remember, there could be lower cap altcoins that you can invest the same amount of money but get massive returns. Because with these blue chip projects and anything within the top 10 cryptocurrencies in the total market cap, they have little upside unless something big happens, like institutional investors get involved because there's more regulatory clarity, or maybe cryptocurrency is legalized within the United States, or something crazy just happens, right? We're looking for that amazing golden cross event. So that's pretty much it. And I think that this Ethereum is worth having as an asset. At least having 3 in your portfolio is so important. So guys, that's it. That's my thoughts and opinions. Let me know your comments down below of how bullish you are on Ethereum. Or if you're not, let me know if there's other coins that we should be looking at that are layer 1 solutions that you think could be beating Ethereum and taking or eating up its market cap. I want to hear those comments down below. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Please invest safely. Let me know your comments down below, and be sure to like that button, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to join our Patreon page, and I will see you guys next time.
Thanks for watching Cryptolution. Register on our Patreon page for our insider training tips and more. And don't forget to click on the affiliates link below to receive sign-up bonuses and access the global crypto assets exchange. Invest safely, and we'll see you on the next episode of Cryptolution.